What's up, everybody? You feel this beat right here? Here we go. Hey! We about to stamp this out. So if you feel me, come on.
Hi everybody, it's Cindy here with Stampin' Chick Creations. Welcome to your first month of In Color Club. So I will be recording these videos for you each month, and I will send you the link, and you can watch the video anytime that you want to complete your cards. I will keep the cards somewhat simple, but as time goes on, you may find that I'm doing more fun folds or that kind of thing. This month the cards are relatively simple, just because the color is so elegant and beautiful. It doesn't need a lot. So I think you're gonna love these in colors. I am actually obsessed with them. So this month's color is the Pretty in Pink. So if you've been around for a while, you are familiar with Pretty in Pink because Pretty in Pink used to be one of our colors. Now, I don't know. There's a lot of debate around if this Pretty in Pink is the same as the old Pretty in Pink. Some people are saying yes, some people are saying no. So I'll leave it up to you to decide, if you've been around for a while, what you think. Okay, let's get started. All right, excuse me, my desk is an absolute mess. So this is the Pretty in Pink color. It is really gorgeous. Now, I will tell you, I personally think this Pretty in Pink is a little bit darker than our past Pretty in Pink, but I could be wrong. Pretty in Pink was a color when I first started, was a color available to us. So I thought it made a really awesome baby card color. So for baby cards, I thought it was amazing. So what I will try to do in the future is I am going to try to emboss everything that we need embossed, die cut everything for you. So literally you are just ready to go. I'm going to try to use the Designer Series paper that coordinates with the color each month, and I'm going to try to incorporate ribbon into it so you can kind of see all of the things, so that if you would like to purchase them, you are more than welcome to do so. Okay, so here is our Pretty in Pink cardstock. I have embossed this with our new eyelet embossing folder. I love this embossing folder. It actually coordinates with, I think it's the Country Home suite, but I love it. I think it's absolutely beautiful. So I hope you like this card as well. So you do have a piece of Whisper White, or Basic White, I guess is what we're calling it now. This is just going to be your inside of your card. So if you want to go ahead and apply that into the inside of your card, you can. If you would like to stamp the inside, you're more than welcome to do that. I would suggest you do that before you glue it in, just in case you happen to stamp incorrectly. You can always flip your card over. I'm not going to do any stamping on the inside of my card. I usually wait till I know what I'm using the card for to add anything, but you could add a flower or a leaf or whatever you want to this card there. Okay, so this card is actually designed to go landscape, but you don't have to do it as a landscape card. If you want to do it as a portrait card, you're more than welcome to do that. All cards can be modified pretty much to whatever you prefer, okay? So I have used this piece of Designer Series paper. I'm going to use the dots, but the other side is really, really pretty as well. I just like the dots to coordinate. I find they coordinate with this eyelet a little bit better, a little less busy than this side here, okay? So again, your choice. You do not have to follow your card exactly as I am doing mine. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to apply this. Now you will have to apply a little bit extra glue, just because with the embossing paper under here, it will take a little bit longer for your glue to adhere because it has to get into all these little crevices here. So just keep that in mind as you are applying your adhesive. Now, I do have a piece of ribbon here. This ribbon is beautiful. I love the quality of this ribbon. It's thick, but it's nice to work with. It's not stiff. It is stiff, but it's not stiff to the point that it's hard to make a bow or what have you with that. So what I'm going to do, and again, totally your preference on how you do this or where you put this ribbon, I'm actually going to put mine here. Now, I actually did this originally because when I embossed my card, my embossing folder moved on me at the last minute, and I ended up with a crooked card. Now, I did cut my ribbon a smidge too small, but that's okay. Okay, so if you find your ribbon is a little bit too small, what you can do as an alternative is just cut it and only adhere it to the inside of your card, right? So you don't have to wrap it all the way around. I know some people feel that's maybe a waste. So you could just do that and then just tie a faux bow if you would like. So this piece here is from our essential what is it called? Essential Dies die set. It's one of my favorite right now. I'm finding I'm going to this die set more and more just because it is a very versatile and standard card, or a standard die. So what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to actually use the leaf here from Flowers of Beauty. And this set is awesome. I love it. And I'm excited to start doing more and more with this as time goes on. Okay, so here we are. I'm going to use my Pretty in Pink, which is going to be very juicy. So as you are stamping, just please be careful that you, actually, I'm not going to do that. I just had a thought. Be careful when you're stamping that you are not pushing too hard into your ink pad because it is going to be brand new and juicy. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to use the Happy Birthday stamp from Unbounded Love. And this is a new stamp set. It has coordinating beautiful, beautiful dies. Look at these dies. Aren't these gorgeous? Gorgeous, gorgeous dies. But this one is great because it has a lot of great sentiments in it. So I'm just going to use the Happy Birthday from this one. And I want to stamp my sentiment first. And the reason I'm doing that is because I want to make sure that I have enough room for my sentiment. And then I can add my leaf if I need to. If I don't need to, then I won't even add it. So I'm just going to use my Happy Birthday. And I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to stamp this kind of in the center. Well, actually, I'm going to go over to the side here a little bit. And then that way I do have room for my leaf. Okay, so there's that. And then I'm just going to re-ink this again just a little bit. And I'm going to put this over here onto the side. And there you go. Okay, now if you'd like to pop this up with your dimensionals, you're more than welcome to do that. I'm going to just grab some dimensionals here and go ahead and adhere those like such. And if I had my take your pick tool close by, I might actually, okay, and then I'm just going to place this in the center of my card. And that's a super quick and easy card. Sometimes it's nice to have those quick and simple, easy cards, right? You don't have to put a lot of effort or thought into them. Not a lot of stress. I'll just plop that in there. All right, so that's the first card. Now your second card, and again, if I'm going too fast on this, please stop the video and just watch later, or pause me, or whatever you need to do. So this one, I have used the new circle embossing folder. I'll have to get the name for you, the proper name for it, but it's beautiful. I love this one. It's not like anything I've seen before. Again, this is going to be our white piece. Oh, I think I forgot to cut my own. Oh, I forgot to cut myself a piece of paper. Well, look at me go. Oh, I think I forgot to give everybody their paper because the papers are right here. This is going to be your inside. I always forget something, don't I? Okay, so good thing I hadn't mailed those out when I did this video. Okay, so this is going on the inside here. Like that. And just give that a second to adhere. And now this one here. So I gave you this ribbon. And you have a piece of your Designer Series paper. I love this paper. It's beautiful. I'm going to use the side with the leaves on it. This is actually going to go here. And again, if you don't want to design your card like this, you can do whatever you want with yours. But what I'm going to do with mine is I am actually just going to wrap this around like this. I'm going to cut off the excess of this ribbon. I'm going to use my tear and tape for this though, which I forgot to grab before I went live. And we're going to make a faux bow is what we're going to do, or faux knot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just place this about there. And then I'm going to place this one about there. Okay. So now what I'm doing is I am going to place I've got little room on my table this morning. So, okay, so I'm going to put this here. I'm going to come on down here. I'm not going to pull too hard. Don't want it too tight, because if it's too tight, it's going to start to buckle. And then I'm going to lift, oops, push that down. I'm going to start to lift this off like this. Okay. Let's tie that. And then this excess here, I'm just going to cut that off. I'm going to turn this over, and I'm going to use this piece just to tie my bow. If I can just tuck that in, would be awesome. There, like that. Okay. So this now, excuse me, is going to go onto my card front. Now, remembering that this has to adhere onto the embossed card, so I'm using a little bit more glue than I normally would have used, right? And I'm just going to go ahead, I'm going to place this. Now, where you place this piece is completely up to you. If you want to place it over this way or not, or whatever, I'll leave that part up to you. I'm just going to make sure this sticks a little bit. So you may have to just give this a little bit of time. You could actually just take your block and just put that on top and just let that be, and let it adhere down as you see fit. Now, I told you that I love this essential, everyday essential dies. I'm pretty sure is what it's called. I wonder if I have my, oh, I do have my take your pick tool. I thought that was in the other room. So I'm just going to take a second and punch through the rest of the holes. There. Okay. I thought I had that in the living room. Ah, well, there you go. Okay. So here's my circle. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually bring in different stamps. This is Thoughtful Wishes. This one is amazing. I love this one. This has the beautiful paper that coordinates with it. So I'm going to use that stamp right there. Take this one. Thoughtful Wishes. Now, you can do one of two things here. You could stamp off on this if you wanted. I'm not going to. I'm just going to very lightly tap. It's very juicy. Going to stamp. Okay. Again, if you wanted to stamp off to get a lighter image, you can totally do that. And then I'm going to bring in this one here. You Make Life Better. And I really like that because I think that is a very versatile stamp that you can use for a variety of reasons. Just, hey, I'm thinking of you. You know, you're a great person. Just want you to know that. I think we all have people in our lives that we could, you could use that for. You make life better. We all have those people in our lives that are life-changing, right? Okay, so I'm just using my Memento Black, and I'm going to stamp right over this. Okay, so hence why I said you could stamp off on this. You might find this is a little bit too dark, maybe the pink. So if you want to stamp off, you can just give it that lighter. This should be nice and dry for me now, for the most part. So I'm going to use my dimensionals again. I am going to use 4. And I'm just going to actually place this right about there. And there's your second card. So I love how simple and easy these cards came together and how you don't really need a lot, right? So you can see here, this is my original card. My embossing folder moved on me. So anyway, that's where ribbon is a great, great way to fix your boo-boos, because then nobody will even know the difference, right? All right, so thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed those cards. Stay tuned for next month's cards. I have not decided on what color we're going to do yet. If you have a preference, let me know. We're going to get through them all, but it will depend on availability for the colors and that kind of thing. All right, thanks everybody for joining me. Have a great day, and I hope you're loving the cards. Chat soon. Bye.